So this will be a review that tells you how much we love Society of the Snow. Just in case anyone does not know what this movie is, it is based on true events. In 1972, a flight chartered to fly a rugby team to Chile catastrophically crashes on a glacier in the heart of the Andes. Only 29 of the 45 passengers survived the crash, and they found themselves in one of the world's toughest environments. So they are forced to resort to extreme measures in order to stay alive in those conditions. Steve, how did you feel about Society of the Snow when you saw it?
I've said this numerous times. It's easily one of the best films of 2023. It's exceptional filmmaking, exceptional storytelling, an amazing score by Michael Giacchino. Mm-hmm. There's no weak links in this film. It's J.A. Bayona operating at the top of his game. I really cannot emphasize enough how good this movie is. I put it as my number 3 of the year. Mm-hmm. You could make the argument it was my favorite. I mean, I don't know, but it's top 3 for me. And just, as you watch it, he just does such a great job. And you mentioned this when we previously talked about it, about giving each person who's on screen time to shine and get their story across. And I really it's easily one of the best movies Netflix has made. It's one of those where you really should stop and watch it with the lights out and with the, turned up loud. It's just exceptional filmmaking. It's a really great movie.
Yeah, just to build on what you just pointed out there that I had mentioned, I think it can be really difficult when adapting a true story that involves many people, where it can come across as the person who gets the most screen time matters the most in that version of the story. And Society of the Snow does have a strong protagonist, I would say, but J.A. Bayona's dedication to making sure that every single person not only gets their time to shine in the movie, but that you feel the weight of every single life involved in this scenario. That is some exceptional storytelling and filmmaking work right there. And it's a quality of the film that I really appreciated and just deeply respected. But on every single level, this movie is phenomenal. And I do think it's going to wind up getting the international feature nomination, possibly score as well. But I am hoping in the coming weeks that buzz, especially when it hits Netflix, that the buzz picks up and the word of mouth pushes it into the Oscar conversation even more so than it is right now, because, it wasn't in my top 10 of the year, but I will agree that it was one of the best movies made that was released in 2023. And I think it deserves that credit. Really, just a number of the set pieces are they're so riveting. And I know it's, a little bit of a cliche thing to say, but so many scenes in that movie truly took my breath away. At the end of the movie, I vividly remember thinking, the lights came up and I realized how exhausted I was because I was so tense and clutching the armrests the entire time. It's just so well acted, wildly immersive and effective. Another thing I really loved about it too is that obviously this was a terrible situation that played out. Again, because I see someone asking in the chat, it was based on true events. I really appreciated the fact that in the end, it felt like J.A. Bayona well emphasized a very inspiring idea and thread. It doesn't leave you depleted and miserable, but it also doesn't take away from the severity and the weight of the true events. And that is another thing that I think is very difficult to balance when adapting a true story like this. So all the applause to that team for making such a good film.
Yeah, I mean, last year I saw All Quiet on the Western Front, which Netflix is, international movie, Netflix released. And as the movie ended, I was like, what the hell did I just see? And it's the same thing with Society of the Snow. It's just an exceptional film. And like I said, I mean, I don't want to, I'll stop and just say it's really worth your time. And it's on Netflix, or it's about to be on Netflix. And it's, absolutely worth watching. And, I really do hope it's one of those films where they just need to show it to Academy members and they will understand how good it is.
Yeah, I couldn't recommend it nearly enough. I'm pretty sure it's on Netflix now. I don't know why. Now, yes, it is available on Netflix.